Okay, so for these notes, this is a 2-page note. You'll cut around the outside page, it looks like this, and then I cut it down the middle, and then the other page you will separate each of the little boxes because they're gonna go to different places. If you don't have scissors or glue, just write down the rule in the middle, and then we'll do an example on the outside. Okay, so let's start off with decimal to percent. So this is one of the easiest ones to do. So the rule states that you'll move the decimal 2 places to the right. So if I have 36 hundredths, I'm going to move the decimal 2 places to the right. 1, 2. And so my answer would be 36%. Okay, so then the opposite of that is percent to decimal. So the rule is move the decimal 2 places to the left. So on this, if you notice, there's not a decimal, so the decimal hides at the back, and then we'll move the decimal 2 places to the left, and so our decimal is going to go in front of the 7, so we get 75 hundredths. Okay, so let's look at the next set. We have fraction to percent. So this rule says set up equivalent fractions with 100 on the denominator of the second fraction. The numerator will be the percent. So my example is 2/5. So what they're wanting us to do is put 100 on the bottom, basically doing a proportion. Okay, and so we're asking ourselves, what can we multiply 5 by to get 100, which is going to be 20. Do the same thing to the top. So 2 times 20 is 40. So our percentage is 40%. Sometimes you're not going to be able to multiply the bottom denominator by to get to 100. So you may have to cross multiply and divide. So that's where we do 2 times 100, which is 200, and then divide that by 5, which makes 40. Okay, percent to fraction. Write as a fraction over 100 and simplify. So again, this one's pretty easy. So we have 12%. It says take that percentage, write it over 100, and then simplify. So remember, simplifying means get as small as you can. Whatever number, you find a number, you can go into both. Most time, I would start with 2. So in this case, we're going to divide by 2, top and bottom. So 12 divided by 2 is 6. 100 divided by 2 is 50. And again, they're both even, so we'll divide by 2 again. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. 50 divided by 2 is 25. And then that's not going to reduce anymore. Sometimes you may not be able to simplify. That's just your answer. So again, just make sure you simplify as small as you can. Start with 2. If 2 doesn't work, then 3, and keep working your way up and get as small as you can. Okay, decimal to fraction. So this one says to read the decimal using the place value, write as a fraction, and simplify. So basically, you read it how you say it. So most of the time, we all want to say 0.15. Well, that's not how you correctly say it. So this is, we've got 2 digits, so it's going to be hundredths, so it's 15 hundredths. So when we say 15 hundredths, that means it's going to go over 100. So we get 15 over 100. And again, just like the one we just did below, we'll simplify as small as possible. So this one will be simplified by 5. So 15 divided by 5 is 3. And then 100 divided by 5 is 20. And that can't be simplified anymore, so that's going to be our final answer. Okay, and then our last one is fraction to decimal. So this one's divide the numerator by the denominator. So your numerator is a number on top. The denominator is a number on bottom. So when we divide, we always talk about kind of a trick. Remember the man and the horse? The man goes inside, which is on top. And the horse is on the bottom, which goes on the outside. So we're asking ourselves, can 6 go into 5? And we know it cannot, so we're going to add a 0 and a decimal on top and a 0 on the inside. 6 can go into 50 8 times, which is 48. Subtract, we get 2, and again we're going to keep going. Most of the time we're going to go up 3 places on these if possible. So 6 can go into 23 times, which is going to be 18. And then 6 is going to go into 20 again 3 times, which is 18, and it's going to keep repeating. So there is our answer.